Hey, party people, it's Lycona Dacheechee here, and today we're going to be talking about targeting filters and some tips and tricks that I like to use when I'm targeting stuff, when I'm targeting party members, when I'm targeting enemies, when I'm targeting NPCs, all that kind of cool stuff. And we're going to go through each thing and see what they do. If you want to learn more about all the aspects of targeting in Final Fantasy XIV of Realm Reborn, check out my full targeting guide in the description below. It goes over everything, theories, ideas, how to target, different settings, all that stuff. With this guide, I'm going to assume that you know the basics of targeting, hard targeting, soft targeting, sub-targeting, focus targeting, selecting party members, selecting NPCs, all of that good fun stuff. We're going to be talking a little bit more about the advanced-ish like options, but some that you'll find really helpful, and we'll just go through every single one of them. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to go through with you is let's go to our keybind menu, and then let's go to targeting, and then let's scroll down to these guys right here. Now, set targeting mode to all, PC only, party only, enemy only. What do these mean? First, I'm going to close this and we're going to go back down here to where it says all. And when I go and I hit my soft target, as you can see, I am selecting everything on the battlefield. Pretty much everything. Enemies up top there, if I can get them. Yeah, enemies up top. These striking dummies, Chi-Chi right here, and the NPCs. That's what it is right there. Now, if I set it to enemies, well, you can make the assumption yourself. I'm only going to be able to select enemies. And if I go here to party, all I'm selecting is Chi-Chi because she's the only one in my party. You can't select yourself for some reason, but it'll be okay. But if your party members are, say, these striking dummies, you could go and select all of them through. These are the targeting filters, right? This filtering out your party. And then friends, we have our 3 NPCs, which are friends, and those guys all the way over there. Aw, Gil Seller, go away. Add to blacklist. Bark. I should actually set my search info up to busy. There we go. Oops. All right. Cool. So let's get back into it, right? Friends. Those are the 4 targeting things that you can set up. And as you can see, I can change them here per my keybinds that I like to have it set up. And you can set it up too. So how does this help us in battle, right? Well, for instance, if you're a healer, you might want to set it to your party, right? So that way you can only select your party and you can cast a heal on your party as such. If you're a DPS, you might only want to have it on enemies, right? So that way you can select the enemy, you can select the one that you want to attack, you can select the one that you want to focus target, etc. I haven't found any use for friends and party. I'm sorry, not party, but well, actually, you understand all, and you guys understand friends, right? Friends are NPCs. Rarely do you ever click on NPCs like when you're doing like sort of the end game like raid content or even dungeons for that matter. Now I want to get into how to make a use out of all these guys down here. How to make it the best use. So let's go to our system menu again, and then we're going to go to character configuration, and then we're going to go to filters. And as you can see here, as you could read yourself, we have a lot of different things here. What do all these mean? How do we go through them? Well, let's get into that. First, it's this guy right here. I like to have it check. It helps out tremendously. It's enable target cycling. And here's what it does, is that while weapon is sheathed, like while you have your weapon away, all of these guys you can target, like on the battlefield, right? Okay, so what we do is that my weapon is sheathed right now. Now it's out. Now it's sheathed. I can select everything on the battlefield. But if we go back to our character configuration and filters, and this guy right over here is while the weapon is drawn, we have some different options here, right? We also have some different options here too to select. of who we want to target on the battlefield while our weapon is drawn or while our weapon is sheathed. So while your weapon is drawn, in my case, I have enemies selected. But as a healer, you might want to have party members selected, or friends selected, or others. All of these each are totally customizable. So if you wanted to target party members as well as enemies, or alliance members as well as enemies and mobs, you can do that. And that's what these guys are there for, and that's what they mean. So if I take out my weapon, as you can see here, that this guy right here, as I'm taking out my weapon, this guy switches to enemies, and then it switches back to all. Enemies, take out my weapon, right, and then put up my weapon, and then all. So what does this sort of mean, right? Well, let's say that this guy right here I wanted to attack, and now I can only select enemies, because that's what I want to do. I only want to attack enemies. I can't attack NPCs, I can't attack Chi-Chi, I can't attack our Mr. Party guy over here. So if I put up my weapon, now you can see that I'm able to select everything again. And that's the pretty much basis of that filter targeting. Well, let's get back into it, right? So if we go here to character configuration, back to filters. Down here you'll have all of your filter customizations too. So your enemies, you can have enemies, and you have all the different sort of settings. Like when you, pretty much what this is that if you say you wanted to select everything but you hated everyone's minions, I don't know why you would hate minions, but maybe you do. You would unselect minions and then you wouldn't be able to select like minions, right? Or you could deselect pets or minions. You can deselect party members. I don't know why you want to do that with being a heal, but this gives you some very powerful options when you have this all enabled. Pretty much from up here, it allows you to specifically choose who you want to attack, right? Like aggroing enemies, I think is really powerful as a DPS. If you uncheck this, then and you enable your target to custom and switch it pretty much. And if you deselect aggroing enemies here, then as a DPS you're never going to target an enemy that has aggro on you, so that way the tank can pick it up and everything can be like everything can be cool and you won't get killed, which is awesome. I keep it. I personally keep it up. That's how I like to play. But play around with these settings. That's how the filter targeting works. So that's the basic guide on targeting filters. Originally, I wanted to make a video on target filters and settings, but that video was getting a little bit long, so I separated it out into two. And hopefully this guide will help you out in your travels in Eorzea. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to these videos. I really like playing Final Fantasy. I really like just helping out the community, just trying to, just share the information of wealth on all of this targeting stuff. And I plan to make some more videos, play some more video games, and just sort of just trying to dive into it and see what happens. But without further ado, I am Lycona Dacheechee, and I will catch you guys next time.